guys, welcome to Gusto Reactions. Yet again, thank you so much for always liking, sharing, subscribing, and of course, I've got Big Lala right here today. Davido is right here today. OBO, the baddest himself. It's the rate card for 2021 so far, and we've got Davido right up in this one. Lala, Davido has had a lot of features. Welcome to the show.
Yes, thank you.
Anyways, Davido has had a lot of features this year, and I, for one, consider the Focalistic feature as his biggest. Do you think there's anyone that tops it? K-Star the remix.
Based on how well all the features have done, you could well say K-Star remix was his biggest feature. Not only because it did well in Nigeria. In fact, it's the only feature in Nigeria that reached that #1 spot now, and then also in South Africa it also did well. Yeah,
it did well.
And he gave a good account of himself. One of his maddest collaborations you see from Davido. And then yes, you may have a point if you say yes, that was it. Okay,
Davido started his year with A Better Time album push. I mean, this album, 17 major tracks, features, a lot of people. Tiwa Savage, there was Mujiz, there was CK, a couple of other guys, Nicki Minaj as well, Mayor Kun. And looking back, this is June. Davido started, the year trying to push this album and everything. Would you say that Davido would look back and be proud of what he's achieved with this album?
Of course, he has to be proud. He has to be proud. Doesn't have a choice. I put a lot of efforts and work into the album. I personally do like the album. I do have my favorites on there. So it's
very special.
That's welcome. It may not be that it's not doing the numbers he may have been expecting. Yeah. But if you want to really think about it, perhaps it's doing the numbers, but there are other albums that are doing the numbers more than it. That doesn't negate the fact that it's actually doing its own numbers. So he may find that disappointing, but I think it's still good work from him, regardless. And yeah.
Oh, still in this year, Davido decided to drop after Jawa, decided to drop the best video featuring Mayor Kun. Yes. Would you say that you like the concept of this video?
Yes. I mean, if I remember the hit or miss that we did, I actually did like the video. It was something different.
There was a mistake you pointed out though. Yeah. In the video, it was an error.
The newspaper.
Yeah.
The newspaper, but that can happen anytime. To be fair to them, they didn't actually the scenery wasn't really sort of old school like that. Things like that. But yeah, otherwise it was something different from the usual. And I said this was while Damitwich was on form.
Shout out Damitwich, yeah.
Damitwich, and he gave us something good.
Yes, yeah. Okay, we were supposed to see what Nicole, in this video as well at that time. Like, one day enter the,
I was expecting that actually. Yeah. And then he came, did his shifu thing.
Like, okay, so you see about Nicole and everything.
They gave us good vibes.
Davido said he was going to drop Lala as a single, and of course, the video as well. This video, was it confusing for you?
Yes, it was confusing. I mean, it didn't. At the end of the day, by the time they transitioned from this football scene to the whole
dressing room, the stage,
the stage with Lala, I just felt they could have done better with the transition. If you're going to use something like this, and perhaps just stick to a football kind of scenery and things like that. But then it came and it went. Doesn't negate the fact that it's a beautiful jam. It's a dope jam. Spotlighted CK. CK will be glad for this opportunity.
Of course.
And yes, it's still one of my favorite songs of that one.
Okay, I've been directed by Dalias Diaz, the female cinematographer director. This video actually got a lot of people hyped, because it got had a lot of stars and everything. One of the major things the video did this year. When the pictures from this video came out, we thought they were just came to probably play and everything. We didn't even know it was a football thing. Do you think this video got a lot of support or visibility because of the stars?
Of course, that's the whole idea behind it. Every single person who appeared in this video has a fan base. Every single person who played this football match and announced
Malekon, Black Bones, Oxlade,
all the young
everyone, Joe Boy,
the Oldings, the comedians, all of them, and everyone contributed to the push of the video because they were there. You don't have a choice. You appear on there, you follow them and push and all that. So it was good to see.
Okay, well, apart from the videos, apart from the music, Davido seems to be like the biggest winner when it comes to the endorsements this year. So far, this guy has secured all the securable that the man just wants to secure every bag.
Yes.
Detergent company Viva, do you think this was a good move for Davido?
I'm pretty sure those guys will show that a lot of money. Signing Davido as an ambassador is no small feat. And if you're new and you want to compete in a market like Nigeria that already has household names like Ariel,
Elephant, OBO,
you have to go big. And the fact that they are able to go big, that means they are loaded. Regardless whether they don't have the required what's it called, stature in the industry. But they are loaded, and they chose David to be an ambassador. And that's big for David.
Really, really big. Yeah. Anyways, talking about endorsements still, Davido, 1xBet.
Yes, 1xBet, still one of the biggest betting companies in the world.
In the world, yeah.
In the world, not just in Nigeria. Yeah. Signed up Davido, and that's massive. That's big. That's huge. Massive. So that's going to be a big deal for David.
A lot of people are thinking that this could well be, like his biggest deal, out of all of this deal that he's gotten so far.
The thing is, people don't really come out and say, "Oh, this is how much my deal is worth." Or in some cases, you hear, for example, if FC are trying to say, "Oh, Wizkid's what's it called? Is a UBA deal is like the biggest ever for any African artist." That's what they would say. But nobody actually comes out with
the worth and say,
"Oh, this is what is
the value,
things like that." So but this is huge.
Anyways, from Detergent to the betting company, of course, food industry. The food industry also, got Davido to be on board. Munchit got Davido to be the ambassador just some weeks ago.
I want to say something about this Munchit.
Okay.
But I don't want to hinder our chances of getting the bag in the future. We love Munchits.
Yeah.
Munchits, come and sponsor us. Munchits, we know how, I won't say how big, but everybody would have heard of Munchits, that advert from BB Nigeria and other programs. Yes, and they've chosen David again. If they are not that rich or they don't have that kind of money, they won't
get Davido.
That's huge as well.
All right, moving on to Mattel. The recent one, Davido and Mattel Blue Swift. This endorsement seemed to be something that really got Davido excited. He kept on posting videos and pictures and everything. Could you say this one is bigger than the 1xBet?
No, I wouldn't say that. But betting companies, those guys making money, including my money. They don't chop my money several times. So they use my money when they chop to sign Davido. Those guys rack up a lot of money. Don't try betting company. To be a betting company, you must have a reserve of billions, if not trillions of naira. In fact, it's trillions. It can't be billions. You must have a reserve. Without that reserve, you can't operate as a betting company. So it's huge, and I think 1xBet, since it's a global brand, not just in Nigeria, and I think they would have came with all the facilities.
Anyway, leaving the whole betting thing, Davido, of course, has won on the endorsement part. It's done everything possible to secure the bag, and it's still securing the bag, because there's also one that he's been giving snippet of, a bank, already wanting to snap him up, and like this guy, like, he's bagging everything.
Whoever is linking all these deals and that guy deserves, I don't know, all the best in the world.
Exactly.
Will love and
but would you say Davido, as is actually truly winning, if an artist who people are getting him this endorsement because he's an artist first and foremost, but the music, has it been there this year?
Well,
collaborations,
the endorsements he's getting are not based off of what he's done this year. They're based off of what he's done over the years,
and who he
is, and he has built a brand that they see it as a viable brand that is sellable, that can help them push their product, which is why he's getting these deals. Does he have the reach? Does he have the fan base? Does he have the influence to get people to use these things? Although when people shell out all these endorsements for people, none of these things influence me. I don't know about other people, but then it looks like it might do. I mean, if they try and see how much their sales will rise up when they announce things like this. In terms of endorsement, it's not based off of what he's done in 2020. It's based on what he's done in the past. Who am I to say, oh, his music is suffering because he's not getting endorsements? But
has the music been good for you? Collaborations, Latan, Chocho, Pepe with LAX. He's got one recently with Rexy, and I think a couple of other ones as well. Davido has gotten. He featured Scales. Peruzzi and himself had somebody's baby, baby. All of these collaborations that Davido has done this year, apart from K-Star, how would you rate them?
Well, I'm in between, because I could say I enjoyed some of them or majority of them, and I could say, okay, fine, it's maybe perhaps it's too much and he's being too readily available for these things. I could say other things. It could be true, but in terms of actual quality of the collaborations, I think maybe 50% have been of good quality, and he's gave a good account of himself on those ones. And then some ones you could have actually just delayed and maybe not try and delve into or try to be part of and things like that. But then again, it's still something that put him in a good light. And some of those songs, when you hear them initially, you may think they may not good, but maybe when you cool down and then listen, you like, David actually did well on this, and it did well. And don't forget that he released an album. Was it November or was it October? That he released an album?
October.
October.
November actually.
November, October, and it's half of the year. It's all the music he was going to release, whether it was going to be new or not, had to be from that album. And as he released videos of the album, yes, and he's consistently done that, and he's done that well. So I wouldn't want to say his music has suffered per se, but the standard Davido should be in, right? But that doesn't mean that
and he's not there.
That doesn't mean that he's not there just because he hasn't released something new to match up that standard. But he's keeping up appearances. He's here and there. He's appearing on features, and he's doing well. He's releasing videos. Okay,
finally, as we go, as we round up to round up the first half of the year, and of course, still videos pending from the Better Time album. We have the one with Nicki Minaj, Holy Ground, not released yet. Shopping Spree, Davido has not released that yet. Coming soon. We also have Birthday Cake with Nas. Also not released. Best Friend with Shoma Josie and Mayokun also not released. A couple of other ones not released. As we round up and as we move into the second half of the year, should Davido also move on from this even without releasing the videos?
No, I think we know that Shopping Spree is coming soon, and if he drops Shopping Spree, that will be like the sixth video of the album, of a 17-track album. If anything, I think he's done quite well, and he may be ready to move on to something new or be working on that new single. I'm pretty sure he's recorded loads of stuff that is. I mean, he's the king of buzzwords and making his out of buzzwords. He probably has that Tule song that we never heard.
Before.
He probably has that, and maybe the time to release that may have passed, but I'm pretty sure there's several other songs that are worth releasing from Davido. And if he releases that single, he's going to go heavy on it, because that's the kind of person he is. So whether you like it at the first listen or not, by the time you listen again,
you go over again.
You know whether you like it or not.
Anyways, Davido, January to June 2021, first half of the year, your rate card over 100 for David.
The music side, he's been eventful. Maybe the quality has not been top notch, but it's been eventful, and it's not like it's bad anyway. So I think he's done well in that regard. Being a superstar, a star, I think that has worked for him well. He's signed deals, he's secured enough bags. First bags, man. I think he's done well too in that regard. So when you want to combine those two things, him as an individual, his controversies.
I don't think he really tackled Burna Boy this year so far. He's done anything to tackle Burna Boy.
All these silent postings now. I post card today, you on post card tomorrow. Post change.
But it's been the one posting first.
But there are sometimes when it's Burna that posts first, and then you see that
he posts.
And all these silent shades of don't be saying I no get to, but true. In fact, we didn't even discuss the slang. It's still the king of slang. Today. I feel it's been eventful that Davido it's been sort of unlucky that there has been people who have been better than him music-wise, and also on the music front, this first half of the year, who have achieved more. But in terms of being a superstar, being an artist, he's been everywhere. He's done everything I need to do, and I think I'll give him a rating of 70. I think he's done well.
70 over 100.
Yes, I think the fact that him as a brand and as a superstar, you could see that it's there. It's not. He hasn't. The standards have not dropped. He's securing the bag.
Definitely. His brand is still, and he's not letting anything intimidate him. Exactly.
And he's, in fact, even got a new whip. Rolls Royce. Things like that. So he showed out the cash. I think as a superstar.
And he's been a good father as well to his children.
Flew from here to go and see this one. From there to go and see this one. Even match made.
Despite his busy schedule and everything.
Exactly. So, and I think you have to give it up to him.
Shout out to Davido.
Everything.
Shout out to Davido. Shout out to Whiskey. Whiskey also, you know, has really been amazing to his student this year.
Yeah. Splashing
out the cash when it came to Lagos. Like, Bolu. Now using dollars to go. Big Wiz. Of course, the topic right here today is, of course, Davido. Of course, shout out to Davido. He's done really well this year. Lala is saying 70 over 100. But let's have your thoughts below. What exactly would you give Davido, you know, for, you know, everything that's happened this year, the collaboration, the endorsement, he himself as Davido, as a brand, everything, put everything down below. Let's have your ratings for Davido. First half of 2021. Yes, we'll see you guys on the next one. Keep staying safe. Peace.